the run. So just in case. But otherwise, I should have a lot of attempts for some of these levels. Kind of whenever you're... I'm gonna count you off. You ready?
Yeah, go for it.
So, 3, 2, 1, go. Dang it, I missed this track. Okay, so you see, I just reset the level. Also, you see, I'm pausing. Dang it. Okay, gonna try this one more time. Also, I just kind of jumped really far after pausing. That's a glitch called zipping. Oh my god. I'm not getting these timings whatsoever. So, real quick, I'm gonna mention I'm jumping over that cutscene trigger. And if I hold jump while that level's loading, I can just jump right over the cutscene trigger. Those are the only two, that's 2 or 3 actually, cutscene skips I do manually in the game. Rip! Oh nice, I still got it. The cutscene trigger did not actually go away, so I had less of a chance to skip the cutscene. So, this is Brilliant Bob. So the thing you're noticing right now is I'm pausing, and then you're hearing a lot of, like, sounds go off. I am continuing to... Okay, that's not how that works. I'm continuously hitting the jump button very, very rapidly. Oh god, okay. And it's storing up momentum. And when I unpause, it's actually flinging me forward. The momentum in this game... so, there's a nice little trick. If you jump the first frame you land, it gives you both a little speed boost and a little height boost. So, what I'm doing is I'm pausing right before I land and tricking the game into thinking I'm in that state. So when I hit the jump button, it's like, okay, I'm gonna give you the speed and momentum, or whatever the hell, or whatever it is. But I can continuously do it, and it's like, okay, I don't know how that's working. So, I'm just gonna keep adding to it, and I can just, oh god, I failed. It continuously adds on the more I hit the jump input. Kona, can you mention, while I focus on this level and the next level, can you mention why this game really sucks with controls, with invisible platforms and such?
Okay, so the thing about invisible platforms is whenever you touch them, they disappear and they aren't solid any longer. And it's not just when you land on the platform, it's also when you touch it from any side. As you can see, Gary.
Don't worry, dude. I'm showcasing you right there. Rip. Okay.
It's one of the main features of this video game.
One of the main key qualities of this game. Also, I should mention, if I jump on the first frame, I land on an invisible platform. It doesn't actually disappear, which is really neat. Also, that's the only use of the punch button. I map it to the X button on the controller, just because it's slightly faster to go through it than over it. So that's a neat thing that you can do. Also, I can probably mention the fact that I'm walking into a cutscene trigger. God. Also, I'm gonna shut it for just a second. This is the first instance of fence boosts. Nice. I should mention this first. Every time I'm getting a zip, it sends me horizontally for some reason. But if you're facing a wall or something solid, it can actually have a chance to send you upwards. And we did not know that until like a few days after I started running this game, which the history of this game is I can mention a bit, but it's really interesting. So since that, it made this game a lot more consistent and easier. Fence boosting is actually pretty recent everything. It's like a month old. We normally just boosted in like 5 levels total to go up. This is a really annoying trick. So, right here in the next level are the main cases where I start counting inputs. Kona, do you mind touching on that a bit while I focus on this really annoying level?
So, the lore of Brilliant Bob is very deep and rich. So, basically, 303 and his parents get abducted by this weird alien guy bought from the Unity asset store, and Bob has to go get them back. And we'll learn more about the story as we get closer to the end of the game, and we'll find out what happened to Bob, 303's parents.
Yeah. That level I just completed actually has a really bad dumb AI or IL strat. I continuously chain 1 frame jumps to continuously get speed boosts, If I do it perfectly, it saves 1/10 of a second, which I've attempted to do in runs, but I just fail every single time. So I've decided not to do it in this run. Shoutouts to actual platforming. You're not going to see much of it in this game run. Wall jumps. So these walls are very specific. They can actually be wall jumped off of. A lot of people compare this game to a really bad Meat Boy, Super Meat Boy, which they're not wrong, especially since the walls don't actually work, and I can hopefully show that off in a specific level. This fence boost can be really trolly. Also, shoutouts to my dogs. So that was a transition into the next. There's 4 different quote-unquote chapters. Also, I'm actually doing it off a legit rock this time instead of off a fence, which it's a lot more consistent because the fence hitboxes are really, really wonky. Give me a sec. So I got off, right? So you kind of saw I turned around really quick and jumped off the same wall. Sometimes these walls really don't have working collision. Oh, dang it, I didn't. Okay. As you see, I'm pushing. Oh my god, rip. I'm pushing how long I can jump off of these before they disappear. I know, if you touch it right before it disappears, it actually kind of it resets the timer it's going to be disappearing in just a sec. Just a tiny bit. So I touch it again right before I go for it, just to make sure I can actually land on it. Also, nice. This is a really hard strat. There's a bunch of strats. That's not gonna make it. Oh my god. Okay. I'm gonna go for this like a couple more times. Because I really want to show. This is a very precise position I have to be in. That'll work. No, it won't! Rip! I hit jump! Also, Kona, can you mention real quick why I'm jumping so fast? Why I'm able to do so many jumps at once? Oh, okay, I'm gonna do it legit.
So basically, the way the glitch works is that when you pause the game at a specific point right before you land, you're able to get multiple jump inputs on the same frame. And when that happens, you store up your momentum, and the more jumps you do, the higher you go. And that obviously helps Gary significantly as he goes through this video game. It's used in almost every level. It's insane how amazing it is.
So when I first started running this game, I had jump mapped to one single button, and I would mash it as much as I could. Also nice, I missed. Actually, can you explain why level 25 is the longest zip in the game? Going real quick.
Which one was 25?
Level 25, the castle.
Oh, that one.
I messed up.
So the castle one, there's a big maze you gotta go through.
Then that's 50, Kona. Kona, that's the wrong level.
Oh, oops.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Wrong one. Yeah, spoilers. Oh god.
I'm sorry for spoiling the chat. Yeah, the one Gary's on really sucks casually. It's the worst level in the whole game. Or one of the worst.
So I have
watched Skellycat play this game.
Yeah. Shout out to Skellycat who beat the entire game legit in under 6 hours. Or slightly over 6 hours rather. And shout outs to the god gamer himself, Skellycat. So that one level, level 25.
I think he's in the chat right now.
Oh, shout outs to @Skellycat. This game looks neato. So level 25, which is the one I did right before I changed levels or changed scenes. I have to do pretty much almost exactly 290 jump inputs in order to zip all the way to the end. So I have to. Oh my god, I went right past the goal. So I have to count really fast. Oh, I should. Oh my god. I'm attempting to do commentary while doing this, so I apologize. So I have to count sets of 72 sets of 4 inputs in order to make it all the way to the end. So I can mention before that I tried mentioning before. Also, I'm gonna attempt to do that. Oh, nice. That cutscene skips actually 1 frame, and I learned that earlier today when I tried practicing it. Before, I never knew I could actually skip it. So it's neato. Oh, rip. Wrong number. Nice. So, when I first started running this game, I had jump bound to 1 single button. And then I eventually mapped it to 3 buttons to be able to mash even faster. I'm gonna attempt this trick one time. I'm gonna attempt to get a vertical boost off of this little tiny speck on the map, on this platform. No, I didn't. Okay, I'm gonna go for it legit. That's really, really hard to get. But eventually I found out that I could map jump to all 4 sides of the right joystick, and by spinning it very, very quickly, like so, I can chain jumps really, really quickly. Which is nice, because it went from me having to mash 3 different buttons to burning a hole in my hand to get 32 to 36 inputs per second. Which, in this game, the faster I can jump, the faster I can pull off a zip. So, which is nice. Also, shoutouts to my Let's Play of Elmo's Counting Journey Adventure for the NES, or the N64. I'm gonna have to stop talking for a bit, because I have to count pretty precise numbers in order to zip right to the goal, to go fast. I'm gonna mention that this level is really, really annoying, because there's cycles that I have to make. Nice. I actually clipped right through a platform right there if you look very closely. But, yeah, Coda, you have the next, 3 minutes to talk about anything you want at this point.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you, Gary. So, one funny thing about this game is that it was originally released at a price of 99 cents USD, and recently it went up to $8 US. 9 if you're in Canada. So if you want to play the Bob for yourself, you gotta pay a premium, because this game is a great game that obviously had a lot of effort put into it and was not made off of Unity assets from the asset store. Even the main character is an asset flip.
I mean, just look at the smug face. He doesn't care. Look at Bob with his butt crack zipper showing. Also, I'm gonna attempt to message the creator, because I want some, what's the word called? Some money based on because I also helped make this game more popular. So I could also mention the fact that I was not the first poor soul to speedrun this game, but I was. Give me a sec. I was the first person that actually found the zip glitch and got a run with the zip glitch. I was playing this game casually on stream, and I was just I paused to check something on Twitter or something. Oh god, no. Okay. This one is pretty specific. Nice, okay. And then I paused right on the 3-frame window that I needed to, and then I just started pressing A out of habit, to jump out of habit. I was actually playing on a keyboard back then, which is not the best thing. And I ended up zipping a tiny bit. And I tested it out, and it came pretty, it became like a legit consistent thing. So, before my very first run of this, the record was 43:28, I think. But my first run ever was a 28-minute time, with the first one ever being with zips. And, eventually, I got it down to a 14:32, which it is right now. And my sum of best is 10:40. So there's still a lot more improvement to go, but this game is very brutal. For these last 10 levels, specifically. I'm gonna try to get
sub 10 possible.
Sum of best, definitely. RTA, we would have to come up with a better, more consistent strat for zips. Oh, rip. But definitely with the current strats, we can get a sub 10 sum of best. This game is just really brutal. As example, by I bonked on the death thing, the death cube, and I fell to my death. Oh my god. So Bob's movement also really doesn't make much sense at all. Good. Okay. If I get that first try, it saves a whopping 5 seconds compared to doing the strat legit. This level is really good because I have to chain 1 frame of jumps in order to go fast. Also, the portal actually outspeeds you. So I need to be pretty precise with where I am. Good. Kona, can you explain why the level V, the V level, is the best level in the entire game? The one with all the spinning Vs?
Oh man, the V level. So, the V level, as you can see, has a lot of rotating, narrow Vs on it.
Also, I just want to mention real quick. I got it first try, which has been really, really hard to do recently. You have to actually be on a 2 pixel high torch to get a vertical boost. So it is very, very difficult, and I've killed most of my runs practicing for this marathon on that. So continue. Go ahead.
That's crazy, dude. You're so good at Brilliant Bob.
Yeah, thank you.
I can't believe it.
Kona's also here to help improve my ego with this game. So, thank you, Kona. Oh, nice. Okay, that's really good.
That was sick.
You're gonna start noticing these red cubes floating around, and I need to make a really specific cycle. Give me a sec. Oh, nice! Nice, I got that. So the red cubes do 3 damage to you. And if you get hit twice, you die. So, also, this is amazing level design. If I touch any of these like that, I get damaged. So, also, this one is going really quick. I'm approaching the last 2 levels right now. So, Kona, can you explain why level 49 is the god's gift to level design? Level 49?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Can you explain why level 49 is god's gift to gaming? The wall jumps.
Now, for me.
Mate, give me a sec.
I can't hear you.
So I can explain it real quick. It's okay. So I've had to do a zip off of a 3 pixel high thing, and to go above the map. As you saw, I skyrocketed. And I'm gonna attempt to land on this platform. Nice, first try. That level, I have never beaten that level legit in my entire life. Shout out to Skelecat for doing it over 2 hours long.
I think Skelecat's the only person ever who's beaten that level legit, including the developer.
Actually, there have been 2 runs before I did runs of this game that actually beat it legit. So, but still, like, props to Skelecat who had the balls to do it. This is the final level. Spoiler alert, it's a maze. And I'm attempting to climb on top of this wall, which can be really, really annoying. And, time actually ends as soon as I exit this level. So right now, the guy has her dad hostage, or both our mom and dad hostage. And I'm going to go get a gun to shoot them. Nope. I don't know why I reset, but I had the wrong angle. I'm attempting to zip right to the goal, because thankfully the goal is in the same spot every single time. Come on. This wall can be pretty annoying to climb. My god, come on. Oh my god, I'm gonna try the other corner. The other corner really doesn't have any difference. But sometimes it just works for no reason, I guess. Also, I have to stand on the very edge of these walls, otherwise, like, I can't actually jump on the center. So, time ends when I actually pull the zip off. Okay, I'm right next to it. I'm just gonna try to climb this wall. I have to climb this wall, jump over a couple pits. 1 pit. And time. There we go. That sub 20 is really good to get in a marathon. Came in from stayed for Brilliant Bob. Thanks, dude. I run a bunch of weird games. I could also mention I'm gonna be back later in the marathon for Code Lyoko Quest for Infinity, which is a 1919 is a really good time for a marathon. Like, oh my god, sub 20. This game can be really brutal.
Yeah, good work, man.
Thank you, dude. Thanks. I'm gonna be back later with Code Lyoko Quest for Infinity, which is a game based off of Code Lyoko, the cartoon, and Bakugan Defenders of the Core for the Wii New Game Plus Race with NES ____. What a brilliant guy, yes. So I'm gonna explain the story just a little bit more. So 303 found the gun that was just randomly abandoned in the maze, and he goes to shoot the guy. Just as he did, he disappeared, and the beam was lost. Also, apparently, he stole all of the happiness on this land. I don't know. And he went to check. Oh wait, no, he killed his dad. Bob's dad is actually dead. I forgot completely. I apologize. And he got buried. And next time, he won't be so kind. Congrats, you have completed the entire game. Here are the credits. Buy more games! Buy our games! So, shoutouts to Brilliant Bob 2, which will inevitably come out, I guarantee you, for the Nintendo Switch Wii U. But, yeah, thanks, NES, for having me. Stick around right after this. There's going to be Luigi's Mansion, 80% no out of bounds, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there you go. Oh, it's a race, too. With Boohead, HD Deluxe 1, and Switchmaster. That's, 80% no out of bounds is a really neat category.